Hello everyone, David Kessler here and welcome back to the studio. Today I want to talk to you about writing the artist statement. The artist statement is something that I know all artists hate to put together, and they think, oh my gosh, why in the world do I have to put together this artist statement? Well, most of them are full of BS and artsy-fartsy words and, academic art school crap. But they can be very helpful to provide them, at the beginning of a show. If you're having a solo exhibit, for instance, you'll want to have an artist statement that describes the work that you're doing in the show. Very, very helpful. It helps to clarify your thoughts and helps the viewer to understand why you created the series of work that you did for the show. So it's very helpful in helping others to understand what you're doing. The other thing is, it may be helpful to have in your gallery, they may ask you for one, so that it will help potential collectors to understand the direction of your work. And really, that's what the artist statement is. You're telling people what you do, or your approach to your work, and essentially how you do it, or your philosophy in your approach to your work. It will change depending on the series of work that you're doing, the kinds of work that you're doing, or the current direction of your work. Right? So it helps to describe all those things. Now here's, most art statements, they're horrible. Horrible. Here's a good example. One I recently came across. Are you ready for this? His paintings, installations, videos, and resurfaced objects address the philosophical links between intention and consequence, presence and absence, and emptiness and implication. Sure they do. See, that's art school bullshit right there. Nobody wants to read that. It doesn't mean anything. Right? It doesn't mean anything. That's not going to be helpful for anybody trying to relate to your artwork. That's going to isolate people because they're going to think you're snooty and that you're, full of yourself, which that is clearly, that person is full of themselves. Right? So make it clearer. Make it simple. Now, I have a couple of different ones that I have laying around that I printed out. One is kind of my old standby. These are both 2 paragraphs, right? So it's not like you're writing an essay. This is my kind of standard for the direction of most of my work. This is one I did for a solo show a couple years ago, right? And I can link to these, in the description below. But it's pretty easy. Pretty easy to write these. Basically you're just describing what it is that you do and how you go about doing it. And you can even break it up into 2 paragraphs. Here's what you do. Paragraph 1. Paragraph 2, here's how I do it. Simple as that. Right? And it doesn't have to be long. They don't have to be long. They should be very short. Short, concise, clear, and to the point. So that people can read that when it's next to a lot of your paintings hanging on the wall in a show. They can read that and it clarifies in their mind. And they start to look at the work and they say, oh yeah, now I begin to understand what it is that he's trying to do and how he or she goes about doing it. That's really all it is. Don't make it more complicated than it is. Don't put art school BS words in there that nobody understands or cares about. Make sure that there's something tangible in there that people can look at it, read it, and say, oh yeah, I understand that when I'm looking at your work. Very simple. Don't complicate it. Write it in the first person, right? Because it's you talking about your work. Right? And I hope this was helpful for you. And if you find it helpful and you want to share it with your friends, please do that. If you want to receive these on a regular basis, then please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.